All right, thanks, Paige, for coming on. Tell us what we got to know.
Well, there is so much fear. Well, let me back up. I'm Paige Zecker with Movement Mortgage. I used to be a realtor and sold with Bonnie. She and I have worked together and been friends for a very long time. So even though I'm a lender now, I come to the real estate market, and what I bring to the transaction is a totally different perspective because I've been in your shoes. And I look at the market data differently. I'm listening to different experts, and I just think I'm able to help reiterate what it is, those conversations that you're having with your clients. Mortgage rates during times of recessions tend to drop. So we're seeing an escalation in home or mortgage rates right now. Once the government finally comes out and announces that we are officially here in a recession, we should see rates begin to drop. One of those reasons is because one of the measures that the rate or the government has to kind of moderate or tame the inflation is raising the Fed funds rate. They're going to be doing that later today. And I just wanted to dispel a myth. And I even saw a post from a realtor friend of mine that's been in the business for decades. The Fed funds rate that we've been seeing in the news, the Fed's raising rates. The Fed's raising rates. Today, they're expected to raise by 75 basis points. That is not mortgage rates. The Fed funds rate is overnight or short-term lending. This is car loans, HELOCs, credit cards, short-term lending. And it is actually counterintuitive with mortgage rates. So as the short-term lending rates go up, it cools the inflation. And because inflation drives the interest rates, if inflation comes down, mortgage interest rates are going to come down as well. And if you look back over the last 6 recessions, going back to the 1980s, every time we had a recession, interest rates dropped. History is a really good indicator of what's going to happen in the future. Recessions do not equal a housing crisis. There's, out of the last 6 recessions, only 2 we've seen home prices drop. That was in 1991, and they dropped just a tiny little bit. And the other one was 2008. And again, the recession did not cause the housing crisis. The housing crisis caused the recession. And that's a whole different conversation in and of itself. The only thing that we are seeing right now that is similar to 2008 is the rapid increase in home prices, and they are caused by 2 totally different things. So everybody thinks that, oh, this feels like 2008. If all you're looking at is home prices, yes, it feels like 2008. But it's good, and if we can have a different side conversation on why 2008 housing crash took place and how it's different today to help educate your buyers. One of the biggest differences is inventory. And we looked at this with Bonnie. And the new inventory, the amount of inventory versus the amount of buyers that are in the market, and the rate of absorption. And this is one of those things that it's important to really pay attention to. And I had actually asked her if she would put that on the slides, or maybe even in the text when she's posting those different data points, elaborate on exactly what those mean to a consumer. And when she and I were having a conversation the beginning of last week, it looks like we've got a flood of homes hitting the market. And her kind of knee-jerk reaction was, oh my gosh, we're headed towards a buyer's market. And we took a step back and said, are we really? How many months of inventory do we have in the market right now? And we looked at, I don't remember if we looked at Canton, Alpharetta, what segment of the market we looked at. But when you take a look at the amount of all the inventory that's on the market versus how many homes have sold and closed in the last 30 days, there was 1.8 months of inventory. A balanced market is between 5 and 6 months. We're still even with all the inventory hitting the market right now, we are still in a very solid, almost extreme seller's market. We've got a long way to go before we hit a balanced market, much less a buyer's market. Where we're at now, across the nation, we've got 1.16 million homes available for buyers to purchase. Compare that to 2008 when we were at a peak of 3.8 million. It is supply and demand. One of the reasons that we've got such a demand right now, or lack of supply right now, is this is single family homes completed. This is new construction. In 2008, we had all this new construction that was hitting the market. And the only way inventory truly grows is by homes being added to the inventory. How do they get added? It's new construction. It is when somebody sells a house and does not buy another house. If you've got a seller that's moving up, they sell one house, buy another house. That does not add to the housing inventory. They take one or they sell one and they take one. That's a net zero. So the only way the inventory actually increases, builders, somebody dies and they're not, or somebody ages, decides instead of aging in place, they're gonna move to an assisted living facility. I have not heard any of the experts talk about this. This is one of the things that I feel like is going on, is people are aging in place.
I'll be sharing insightful and informative videos on stress-free retirement, being your own bank, setting up college funds, understanding Social Security, wills, probate, trust, and how the Fed Reserve rate hikes affect your mortgage rates. And always real estate solutions. I'm your go-to expert in real property. Look for my YouTube channel, living in Canton, Georgia, where it is sunny as can be right now. If you find value here, please like and share so others might as well. Remember, I'm not a videographer, not a video editor. I just want to share the most important info with you guys. Each video has a full version of around half hour or so, but there are multiple shorts of only 5 minutes or less as well. My name, Daniel Klopfelter. My area of specialty is real estate and asset protection for more than 25 years. So why am I exhorting you to view financial-based videos on a real estate channel? Good question. I believe that we all do better when we know better, which is why I'm here to expose you to a team of experts who know the topics that matter most. All of these topics work in unison. Full disclosure, I receive nothing for doing these videos other than the satisfaction of adding value to you. So smash that like button already. What are you waiting for? Share this so other people can see it. Y'all have a great day.